Wrestling fans, your boy the Blue Wine here tonight to give a review on Raw. This just went out the air. It starts off with all the superstars at the entrance and Vince and Stephanie in the ring talking about the Royal Rumble match and how whoever wins will be the new WWE champion. And then he starts talking about how people, somebody like Dolph Ziggler, maybe the New Day. Then Bray Wyatt comes out and says, "Anybody but you, Roman. Anybody but you." Then comes out Roman Reigns and asks Vince, what happens if he wins? And Vince says that Roman Reigns will have a chance to prove himself tonight, since he said it's all one versus all in a match tonight. One versus all match. He said it could be, your opponents could be anybody. It could be a third people that's in the Royal Rumble. It could be anybody. It could even be the brother in ours, Dean Ambrose. And then Steph said it could be Dean Ambrose. Then Vince says, no, Dean is in our first match tonight. Then he's attacked from Sheamus from behind. So at least our first match, this is Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus. And that match ends in a double count out. Then after the match, Kevin Owens comes out and attacks Ambrose as Ambrose was getting ready to take Sheamus through the announce table. So then we go backstage and Heyman and the McMahons are discussing Brock Lesnar, who Heyman said wants to fight in the main event at WrestleMania. He said that he should be fighting for the world title at WrestleMania. He said because he is the big attraction. He is the box office. Everybody wants to see Lesnar. So he deserves to be fighting in the main event at WrestleMania on the biggest stage of them all, which is WrestleMania. So then we go to our next match with Stardust versus Titus O'Neil. Shout out to my boy Titus O'Neil representing the Florida Gators. Titus picks up the win with a clash of Titus. And after that, Stardust attacks him as Titus was celebrating with the fans. So then we're going to highlight Real with Chris Jericho and his guest, The New Day. So they go back and forth, and then New Day starts talking. And then comes out the Usos. And then the Usos says, well, won't you put your money where your mouth is? Say you're the tag team of the year. Put your money in your mouth is. And Kofi Kingston starts saying, maybe you don't know your mind, but it's 3 of us and 2 of you. So then Jericho says, dumbass, looking here, maybe your math is wrong. It's 6 people in the ring. He said, so I don't have a rescue tonight, but why don't we do this tonight? Make a match between Big E and Kofi with Xavier Woods in this corner and against the Usos with me, Y2J, in the corner. So that led to that match. And during that match, the Usos win with a roll up on Kofi Kingston. While the New Day was distracted as Jericho takes the trombone from Xavier Woods and breaks it. So then we have Heyman who tells Stephanie McMahon that Lesnar will not compete in the Royal Rumble match. And that Stephanie says, tell your client Brock Lesnar that Vince McMahon, who owns his contract, says he will compete in the Royal Rumble match. So then they had a tribute to Sting as he is announced as the first inductee to the 2016 Hall of Fame. So congratulations Sting as being the first member of the 2016 class Hall of Fame. Well much deserved. So then we have the Wyatt family, who was scheduled to wrestle the Social Outcast. But during that match, Ryback comes out and stands tall in the ring with the Social Outcast and has to take out the Wyatt family. So we have a United States Champion match between Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio. As a rematch from Kalisto beating Del Rio on SmackDown. And he decided to give Kalisto a title shot. I really honestly did not see this coming, but Kalisto did pin Del Rio and becoming the new United States champion. So congratulations to Kalisto on a well-fought victory. So then we had a scheduled match between Brie Bella versus Charlotte. But before the match, Becky attacks Charlotte. And then Ric Flair grabs the mic and says, because of Becky Lynch, Charlotte cannot compete tonight. So then we go to the main event, which is Roman Reigns versus All. Starts off with Roman Reigns taking on Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns like he's about to beat Kevin Owens. He didn't really set him up for the spear. Then McMahon sends the goons in. He takes out Owens, Tyler Breeze, New Day. And then after that, they all come in except for the Wyatt. The Wyatt stand outside. But the rest of them attack Roman Reigns. Shabby Bro kicks him, leaves him laying. Then out comes Brock Lesnar, who cleans house, takes out everybody, takes out the New Day, takes out Owens. Sheamus goes at it, takes out Del Rio, takes out Breeze, takes them all out. Then he picks up on the fallen wounded Roman Reigns, brings him to the middle of the ring, picks him up, F5s him, leaving Roman Reigns laid there. But, and then walks out the ring. So that looks like Lesnar is making his candidacy to be in the Royal Rumble match. So, that's the way that Raw ended tonight. For those of you who was expecting something like John Cena to be in the Royal Rumble match, it's disappointing. It ain't going to happen. John Cena has suffered a shoulder surgery injury, had shoulder surgery this past Thursday. So, he's going to be out for several months. Will he be back by WrestleMania? I do not know. It's kind of hard to say if Roman Reigns is going to keep the belt or not, but I still think that he will find a way. Him and Brock Lesnar probably the last two in the ring, and he'll find a way to pull it off. And I think it will lead up to a match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That's my opinion. So, a lot looking forward to. Kalisto gets his rematch against, Del Rio gets his rematch, United States rematch this Thursday on SmackDown. Also, we have a tables match scheduled between the Dudleys and the Wyatts this Thursday on SmackDown, So, not a lot brewing, not a lot of excitement tonight in WWE as they get closer and closer to the Royal Rumble. I don't like the outcome of making the man defend his title in the Royal Rumble match because, it just ain't right, that they're taking away from the main event of WrestleMania because, if you want to win the Royal Rumble, you're supposed to headline WrestleMania, which chances are you win the Royal Rumble match, you're going to be the champion, so chances are you're going to probably headline WrestleMania anyway because you probably ain't going to lose the title anyway to WrestleMania if, in fact, you do lose the title. So, but the problem with that is you got to figure out what's going to be best for business as far as, who's going to fight for the title. I think it's still going to be Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, some kind of way. Who knows? John Cena might come back by then. Randy Orton, I don't know. And for those of you who are not up to date as what's transpiring, I've been informed that several New Japan pro wrestlers are signing with the WWE. Should make their appearance sometime soon. One of them was formerly known as Festus. He's supposed to be signing with WWE again. Also came a long waited time. My boy, I've been crying about him, saying he's one of the most gifted athletes, one of the best wrestlers I've seen in years. He's getting a little older now, but he's on his way to WWE. Maybe he'll show the Royal Rumble. My boy from Georgia, Mr. AJ Styles. Yes, sir. Can't wait to see AJ. I've been waiting for this day to come, And the New Japan Intercontinental Champion is supposed to sign with WWE. And a couple guys from the Bullet Club, if you don't know who the Bullet Club is, they was a tag team. They're supposed to be signing with WWE soon. So, WWE trying to reinvent, and make wrestling a little bit better, with some of these signings. But the storylines is not up to par. I still don't like the storyline about how they doing the Royal Rumble this year. Triple H probably back, I think, sometime. I can see if Roman Reigns don't win the belt, if Roman Reigns loses at the Royal Rumble, and he don't wrestle at WrestleMania for the main event, I see him and Triple H probably wrestling in a match. And hell, I can even see Sheamus and Brock Lesnar feud brewing. There's speculations of that possibly happening. A feud between Sheamus and Brock Lesnar. Pretty interesting feud, I think. Well, that's the way it went tonight on Raw. Uh, I'll be back again next week with another review on Raw. Don't forget SmackDown, of course, it's back on USA. And don't forget that tomorrow night we have your TNA on Pop TV. And I didn't give my review on TNA last week, but yeah, EC3 is now a TNA champion once again. He actually earned that match, defeating Matt Hardy. So congratulations to EC3. So I'm trying my best to get your view on TNA tomorrow night and after it goes off the air. But until then, I am the host of the show, Level of Wine. And I like to say, deuces. And I'm out.